You know, this was something that. So when I was looking through his text messages, um, so you know how this whole thing, Alex, are you aware of the raid and everything on Pred's warehouse?
Yeah, I was there that one day when we had to go back and smash some shit with the sledgehammer.
Yeah,
But that's about it. I'm not too in depth. Like I know the ins and outs of everything.
yeah. So, basically, the thing that kind of popped out that was strange was Georgina Williams, so Winsong, sent him a text message on the 23rd inviting him to her wedding on Halloween, right? It was just a leaflet, like an image, right? There was
Okay.
it was like a Halloween wedding between her and Happy, I assume Happy the clown. Um at a wedding on the Halloween at the barn across from the Polito gas station, which is his property, right? But that was on the 23rd. So she texts him an invite to their wedding on Halloween at the barn across from the gas station. So
Okay.
she had full expectation that she was going to have the wedding at that place on Halloween. And yet and yet 4 days later, that barn was sold by Sonya Summers, the Pred. And then obviously it was raided the day after. They had one conversation on the 20, I think it was like the 17th or something like that. But I don't know. It was strange. It was um, like the Georgina Williams had a full expectation that she was having a wedding there on the 31st, and yet like a few days later it was sold. Like there was graphics made and everything. So I don't know whether like Sonya like fucked her over or something like that by selling the barn. But wait, hold on. You went there, right? You were there. You
What?
went
Like
into
at the barn?
you went into the barn, right?
Yeah. I think
Was
you
there like
didn't know
was
about
there
it.
like wedding? Was there wedding like stuff in there?
It's
I
a bunch of
uh
Halloween shit. There's like pumpkins and
Oh,
like
so there was like
it's like a
Halloween
bar.
pumpkin.
those. I think. I mean, it shouldn't be taken
There
in the
was like
photos.
Halloween stuff,
I
yeah.
couldn't. There was no like photos of like non-weed stuff.
It
I
was
couldn't
like
see any.
Halloweeny, yeah. I won't say it was weddiness.
It was like a Halloween invite. It was like a spooky thing. Yeah, and the raid receipt. There was just it was just stuff with the weed wrecks and things like that. There was nothing about. I didn't see any photographs of like you know, the actual upstairs. I guess I'm assuming it's upstairs.
The only thing upstairs was you had to climb a ladder, and there was like 3 sections that all had
Or
weed.
maybe it was downstairs. It's just like an attic.
I mean, to be honest, it was kind of barren. I mean, like you walked through the door, and then to the left, you had like these two double doors that were like barn-esque, like red with the X crosses.
Oh yeah.
And then to the right, you had it just open. It was like just kind of like an open concept, except there was like stables on the left and right side, with the middle being open, and it was just Halloween decoration.
Hmm. Strange. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. One thing I don't know whether because I was looking because when I went to check the property as well, I looked on the real estate, right? And I know it's nothing to really go off of, but the real estate when I looked, the property, the market value, at least on the app, is only listed at like 900,000, and yet he purchased it for 5 mil. So obviously, like people are going to set their
Hmm.
own prices, right? So what I'm interested in is, I think Espinosa, I might talk to Espinosa about, you know, he paid, so he got the 5 million out of the blanket account, paid himself, then paid her $5 million, Sonia Summers, the property. Now the question is has he got any of that money back afterwards? Like, was it actually worth $5 million? Like, did Sonia
Hmm.
give him any of that money back after the fact in like cash or anything like that? Do you know what I mean? Was it like a
Maybe okay. Well, some properties they have their base value, but then you tour it and it has like shit in it, which raises like. But then as a realtor, you can go in and say, hey, I'll pay you more if you keep this, this, and this in here,
True.
like
yeah.
furniture, like ovens, refrigerators, type shit.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything that would fucking make it go up to goddamn 5 mil. Like, how much? 3.5 million extra? 4 million? I don't think there's anything worth it
mil.
unless you found a Bugatti in there.
Well,
Is
I
there a
mean,
Bugatti in there?
by the looks of it, the Pride paid for this property literally 24 hours before it was raided. So that's the time frame we're looking at here. So that's how short of a time frame it was.
Maybe she wasn't. Maybe the reason, like, they were going to have the wedding, but then Pride came over and said, "Hey, sell it right now, immediately, 5 mil." And then like,
Certainly
oh,
possible.
okay.
But then you've got to think about, like, this looks like a proper fucking setup, you know what I mean? It's also a question of, like, did Pred have the time to move all this shit in 24 hours? Or did his boys have the time to move the shit in 24 hours?
By shit, you mean
All the weed
literally? Okay. I don't know how any of that works.
stuff. Yeah,
Maybe.
neither do I. I don't know either. But it's a lot. It's a lot. It's just like fucking water filtration systems and all sorts. It's heavy.
I'm just a simple city worker.
I kind of bought $1 million house before talking to him.
I thought you was saving up for a fucking other one.
I needed somewhere to grow weed.
I thought you had that big ass warehouse.
I did. Oh man, it's a long story.
Oh,
Sonya and I got in a fight,
Long and serious and
and
Sorry,
she sold the warehouse.
Good, no, it's
to
okay. Take your time.
Kyle Pred, and Kyle Pred got impeached over it. Well, not over it. He got impeached. Well, he got raided like the day after he bought the warehouse, full of weed.
Oh,
Literally,
God.
like I didn't even get one fucking dry plant out of there. Actually, I did get one dry plant out of there. That's what I got, because it's been like problem after problem after problem. Like the racks don't work. The heaters aren't working with the racks. The freaking planters take like forever to put down because I can't put them all down at once because it's just issue after issue after issue. I finally get like the shit set up, and I'm on like I gotta wait 3 days for plants to dry because my heaters aren't like working with my racks for some reason. And I finally figure out, oh, I can get my racks to work, but it's going to take 3 days as opposed to like the 12 hours that it was taking. And so I get it all figured out so that like I'm still like working at a pace that I was with the 12-hour thing. And so I get like a fuck ton of racks, get a huge rack room set up. I get like over 1,000 plants filled up in these racks. And it's like day 3. I'm like on pins and needles ready for that shit to dry. It's about to dry, and I hear that he's getting raided. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he got impeached, but then he got unimpeached for some reason. I don't know. There's still like a trial or something. I still got keys to the warehouse. I think Sonya sold me as a slave.
I'm so
Kyle
fucking
Pred.
confused.
Yeah, I really think we need to find out whether or not Pred's received any money back from Sonya Summons. Because if he has, then that's like guaranteed embezzlement, right?
I mean, is there any way we could, if it was in cash and it was spread out?
It would have to be like, I mean, no, like if it's cash and spread out, like there's very little chance we're gonna get proof, right? Unless we got phone records of them like meeting up over several times and then cash deposits over those several times. But even then, that's circumstantial, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, would have been the kind of thing that you could have like followed them, like kind of thing that you could have followed them for, and like seen that kind of stuff happening, and then like try to follow him and see where he was putting the cash, because he wouldn't have, if he was smart about it, he wouldn't have deposited that kind of money into his bank. Though he could have done it. He could have done it already. We just don't know about it because we haven't got the bank records for him. I think we've only got bank records up until the 28th of October. Nothing after that. When is that case happening? I feel like it's been on the docket for ages. Is it still not scheduled? Guys, there's a man.
Yeah.
There's a man over there.
Yeah.
There's a man over
Okay.
there. So, is there? Is that man?
Go over. Go over.
How is he supposed to be here?
There you go,
Whoa,
new
I
friend.
tripped and
New
fell.
Ow.
Sorry, nice to...
You
Hello,
fell?
sir.
Hello. Nice to... I think I've met you before, actually, but I don't remember your name. My name's Glenn.
Glenn?
That's right,
Oh!
yeah.
Glenn! Well, Glenn, it's been a long time, Glenn.
I don't remember the last time we spoke.
It must have been at that New Year's Eve party. Remember that one?
I don't remember.
Yeah, me
What's your
neither.
name?
Richard Dark.
Well, nice to meet you again, Richard Dark.
Not yeah, you too, Glenn. 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 It's on the tip of my tongue.
Frugal.
Glenn Frugal. That's the one. How could I
That's right,
forget?
yeah.
What an exotic name. Well, Glenn, what are you doing here?
I'm the DOJ treasurer. I was just getting some office hours in.
You're a DOJ translator? You're a
Treasurer.
treasurer? Wow.
right,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
I
I'm
do
gonna need.
accounting.
I haven't received my payment for my. I haven't received my salary. I haven't received my salary
Okay,
yet.
I
so,
didn't know I was supposed to pay marshals. I've just been paying
I mean,
judges.
I do work for the DOJ. So I mean,
I can look into it.
okay. You want to do that now or?
No, I'm working. I've been reviewing some county accounts.
Oh, really? What? Anything
That's
interesting?
right, yeah.
I was just doing the
Yeah,
same thing.
unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, what have we found?
Wait, what do you mean the same thing? Are you doing my job?
Well, I think I'm probably doing it not as good as you, Glenn, but, I was looking at some accounts, yeah?
The last time I looked at these, the formatting was all different. It's all falling apart. They changed the formatting. It doesn't make sense.
What's changed, Glenn?
There's random line breaks in some of the comments. There's random commas. It ruins the whole formatting.
Glenn,
It's
I
driving
agree.
me bananas.
Yeah.
I had to fix it. But yeah, there are some doozies.
Like what? Tell us, Glenn, what's going on?
Well, I was trying to find Angel. Well, I heard about that. Apparently, you know how Kyle Pratt had his warehouse situation?
I do.
He paid for that whole thing with county money.
He did, didn't he? He did do
It
that.
was $5 million.
$5 million.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Then he transferred it to himself and paid with cash allegedly.
Wait, is that what he did?
Yeah, he sent himself the money, not the person he bought the property from.
Hold on, are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Let me check.
He sent $5 million to his own personal account.
Wait. I gotta check. Hold on, Glenn. I gotta double check this. I gotta double check.
It's true. I was just looking at it.
There's no way.
I was just reformatting my spreadsheets and it was pretty obvious. It popped right up.
Wait, hold on. I don't see it. I don't see that. I don't see the 5 million. Hold on.
It happened October 27th.
Wait, I think you're right. What time on October 27th?
Like 21 hours.
No, yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sent it to himself and then he sent it to, yeah.
I speak with thou for but a
Two
moment.
2 seconds, Glenn.